we're going to leave it there for now. We're definitely going to come back and revisit WandaVision. Maybe not weekly, but for sure at least a couple more times over the next 4 episodes before it's all wrapped up. So keep a lookout for that. Moving on, we have what's going to be a very interesting segment. Going to be kind of short this week, but moving forward, I anticipate it being a little bit more expanded. We are into tweets of the week. These are just interesting things that Denver and I have found. Very different tastes, but you're going to kind of get a little bit of everything in here, I assume, moving forward. And with that, we're just going to jump right into it. I think I have the first tweet. It is from ESPN FC. And a little bit of context. So the man in this tweet, the picture, is Ronald Koeman. He is the manager of FC Barcelona. FC Barcelona played Granada a little earlier this week in the Spanish Copa del Rey, I do believe. And they were down 2-0 in the 88th minute. They scored 2 goals in the last handful of minutes of regular time plus stoppage, force extra time, and win 5-3 in extra time after being down 2-0 to a team that is just so much worse than them on paper. It's ridiculous. And as such, the big comeback, the manager right here, Ronald Koeman, apparently had a massive celebration of some kind. I didn't ever see video of it. I'm sure it's out there. I just didn't really dig hard enough, I suppose. But the manager then of Granada was very upset. He clapped back. This is more of just a quote of the week, truly. But the quote he sent back when he was asked about Ronald Koeman's celebration is, quote, "You are a clown. You lack humility. You are a moron."
Wow.
I hate drama in my personal life, but I am all here for seeing drama in the sports world between guys like this. Obviously, soccer or football in Europe is huge. I'm a big English Premier League fan. Denver knows that. So seeing stuff like this, I just think is absolutely hilarious.
I love how savage they are over in Europe. Like they don't give a
They
damn
literally
about
don't
your
give.
feelings. They're like,
They
you're
don't
a
care at
moron. You have
all.
no humility.
Very true.
Like,
Alrighty,
like,
Denver.
goddamn.
This one's you, buddy. This is your tweet about Ubisoft.
Okay. So, Ubisoft, if for people who don't know, they were remaking Prince of Persia. And the thing about Prince of Persia is it's being delayed, which is fine. You know, games are being delayed, especially after the debacle of Cyberpunk. You don't want to put out a product like Cyberpunk.
Oh God, that was terrible.
So, so with that, Sands of Time has now been delayed indefinitely. Okay. Well, people don't know, or maybe some people do know if you follow Ubisoft and like Assassin's Creed. Prince of Persia, apparently there was like they were gonna make a second game and just Ubisoft was like, nah, we don't like it. And so Prince of Persia actually became Assassin's Creed, like the series. So I thought this tweet was just interesting to go back and look at like they tried it again, they didn't like it again, and maybe because they don't like it again, we get something more like Assassin's Creed, like something that's revolutionary in the game franchise. Whether it happens or not, it's just really interesting to look at and see how game studios now are delaying a lot of things. One game I was really looking forward to was the Hogwarts game because we were big Harry Potter fans growing up. That's how we became friends. Really, was Harry Potter, and they were supposed to have a game, but they delayed their game too because they want to give out a good product. So it's interesting to see all these big games that have been hyped up over the past couple years, reboots, new next in the series games are being delayed, and this is just one of them that I wanted to showcase. So with that, that's all I have to say about that one.
I bet I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna leave it with what you said. I'm not gonna add anything. Alrighty. This is kind of a series of tweets. I'm just going to focus on two in particular. The Penn State football Twitter put out this graphic earlier this week. Seems pretty innocent, right? For those who are joining us audio only, it says a Penn Stater has appeared in every Super Bowl, and then in the fine print, except for 5 since 1967. Okay, there's been 55 Super Bowls now. Super Bowls tomorrow. There will be a 55 as of, 9 o'clock Central Time tomorrow night. So, that's 90+%, but at the same time, it seems a little odd. This got a ton of clapback, not like in a troll way from other parts of the college football world. My favorite one was from Ole Miss, who did a very similar graphic that says an Ole Miss Rebel has won every Super Bowl, and then in the fine print, except for the ones that they didn't. I love a little bit of internet troll shit. I love seeing stuff like this, especially between, Power 5 football schools. Penn State probably kind of deserved this in a way, but I just thought this was hilarious.
I just want to point out that like big schools who have mass like social media presences, or companies for that matter, never did this until Wendy's did. So I always look back and thank Wendy's for stuff like this, because this is just the most troll you can get. Like, especially in college football, like, what a dumb tweet to send out, but what a savage tweet by Ole Miss, just to be like, okay, like, really now, Penn State? Like, come on.
Absolutely. Live twist here on the Dierks and Denver podcast. I'm going to have to break it to Denver that the other tweet that he sent me, I unfortunately am not going to be able to play because it has DMCA'd music in it. So I'm very, very, very sorry.
Oh, can you just mute it? Can you
I
mute
mean,
it? Mute the
I
audio.
can for the memes,
Please.
I suppose.
Please.
But this, okay, I'll read the caption first. No one. And then Taylor Horton Tucker in the locker room after carrying the Lakers. High quality video here, but I do have to say I did appreciate the fuck out of this video. For any context, Taylor Horton Tucker got a lot of buzz. Was it last year's draft when he entered the league, right? Yeah, because he has really interesting like dimensions as a human. He has very, very, very long arms for his frame. So that's kind of the joke there for anyone who it wasn't very apparent to. But go ahead.
This is like one of the best tweets I've seen all week, easily. Because so one thing you'll know about me is I'm actually a huge NBA fan, and my favorite team is the Lakers, like diehard Lakers fan. And so Taylor Horton Tucker had a lot of buzz, but like he came out the other night and scored 17 or 19 off the bench, and like a Lakers win, and like my Twitter was blowing up with it because like Taylor Horton Tucker is like a good meme. He's like, if you put him and Alex Caruso together, and probably like Marcus Morris, you got like a trio of memes on
Just
one team.
absolute
and it's fantastic.
memes.
But I saw that tweet and I just laughed because that was a glitch in NBA like 2K16 or something.
I remember this. Definitely
And
a
I
funny
genuinely
tweet.
like cried.
We'll definitely have more memes going forward. I absolutely know it. And the last tweet we're going to share with you this week, just kind of an interesting thing. This is coming up. It's related to the Super Bowl coming up tomorrow. It's a statement from Miller Lite. I don't know if you've seen this, Denver. I think this is hilarious. So, the tweet reads, "Want some Miller Lite on us during Sunday's game? Like this tweet and remind you when it's time to type in the Miller Lite ridiculously long, calorie-burning big game URL." So what's going on is Miller Lite is giving out, I think it's 5,000 prizes that amount to $8 to people who type in this URL during the Michelob Ultra commercial in tomorrow's Super Bowl, I do believe. I could be wrong on what beer it's going to be, but I just think this is hilarious. I'm going to read the URL because I just think the URL is absolutely hilarious too. It is, the website you have to go to claim your prize is www.thismillerlite will distract you from ultrasbiggamead.com / just type in this URL when the Michelob Ultra commercial airs on that sacred Sunday in February when everyone is watching football, and we will give you free Miller Lite, which not only has more taste than Michelob Ultra, but also has only one more calorie, and you will actually burn that calorie by typing this ridiculously long URL, but you will have to type it for real, no cheating by copying and pasting, which is why we are printing this URL in a good old-fashioned newspaper of the highest integrity, and yes, we are aware that there's bound to be some technology that exists that could transcribe a photo back into highlightable text, in which case you could cheat and copy and paste this URL, but we are going to trust you because good relationships are built on trust, so once again, please type this URL on February 7th, because this is a stunt designed to make you miss our competitor's ad, burn a calorie, and get free beer. It's Miller time. God dang!
That is the most amazing tweet
I know, dude.
thing I've ever
We
seen.
had to end on this one because I don't even know what to say. It kind of just speaks for itself. I seen this because I love Miller Lite personally. That's like my favorite like lager style beer, and it's just oh dude.
I love that companies now just troll other
Pilsner
companies for
rather.
just fun.
But oh dude, it's
Like it has to be one of my favorite things about social media now is that it's acceptable to troll other people in like a good, hilarious way like this. Like,
so you better believe that I'm at least gonna give this an attempt, dude. I'm gonna type this thing into like a Word document later tonight, have it copied, pasted, ready to roll because I don't even care if it's $8 of free beer. That's $8 of free beer to me. Uh, all right, so that was tweets of the week. I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you're seeing this, like I said, we're probably gonna do a lot more of those just because Twitter's a great place. I think we can all agree on that. Just there's no words for Twitter, is there?
no, no. Here's what the words I have for Twitter. How are you still free? Like, this is the best free app
Oh,
ever.
absolutely. It's incredible. But we're going to now move into the final segment of the video podcast. But before we do that, we're going to just close it here for our audio only listeners since what we're going to do next is so dependent on video that it just wouldn't really make sense. If you're listening on audio and want to come view this last segment, you can find us on YouTube. Just search for Dierks and Denver Podcast. Um, Look for our logo, which is all over our SoundCloud, and come find this segment. It's going to be about, we're shortening it. This video is the 100 top Super Bowl plays of all time. We're shortening it to the top 20 for time's sake. And we'd love it if you come over and join us. And if you're on video, just stick around. We're getting right into it. But thank you to everyone, regardless of platform, who's listening to this. We really appreciate it. This is only our second go around after the, rebrand that we did a couple days back. We're so excited to keep doing this. I know we're going to say that a lot over the next little bit here, but this is just such a great way for us to have fun discussion with each other. And, we're so about having discussions with other people too. So if you want to join us live on Twitch, we will be announcing when we go live on Twitch moving forward. That is twitch.tv/Dirksy. We are on YouTube. As I already said, you can search for Dierks and Denver Podcast. And then on SoundCloud, you can find us with soundcloud.com/Dierks Denver Pod. No matter how you're joining us, we love you. I'm gonna throw it back to Denver so that he can say his piece. Just know that you are very, very appreciated.
Wow, thanks for taking my ending. No, just in all seriousness, thank you guys for audio listeners or video watchers for coming out and supporting us on anything that we do. As we grow and we continue to be excited and look forward to these things, we want you to know that we're excited to have you here. We're excited for you to be a part of what we're doing, whether it's here on Twitch or finding us on YouTube or listening to us on SoundCloud. Hopefully, we can expand that SoundCloud to other platforms, so it's not just exclusive to there. But that all takes time, and we're happy that you have the patience and willingness to come with us on this journey. As Dirk said, we love you all. I appreciate the hell out of every one of you, from the first person who watches to the last person who watches. You are truly making me so excited about this that I'm buying expensive equipment to just do this podcast, because I'm genuinely excited to do this and grow and have, discussion with anybody and everyone around the world. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
We're learning. We hope you're enjoying. Until next time, thank you. Video watchers, keep sticking around. We're getting right into it.